Hello, I am D-Man, back with another Total Drama video. This time, I'm doing a sort of a first impressions of the new season, and I'll also rank all the characters, because why not? Just sort of watch the season. Probably finished it a couple hours ago as I'm recording this, so I decided to give my thoughts on just sort of the season as a whole and the characters and just my first impressions and just yeah. I just wanna start off spoiler. Definitely gonna be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the whole season yet, it's probably be that first because I'm gonna spoil the whole season. So yeah, okay? Anyways, let's start with the first boot of the season. And that would be Caleb, and I mean, the dude had like no lines. Like I can't give him anything better than this because it's like he didn't do anything. Even in the episode he was eliminated in, he did nothing. It was just like Bowie was like, "See ya, you're a threat," and then that was it. And then it was a little bit spiteful for now, and that was about it. I guess talking about the first episode more, I was surprised at Bowie's strategy. Emma and Chase being the exes and that was an interesting dynamic. Of course, I'll get to those two later, because I have some thoughts about those two. But yeah, the episode was alright. Challenge was alright. It was pretty good. Moving on, second boot of the season, and that is Axel. And she was alright. She was alright. The best part for Axel was when she kicked Ripper in the head. That was brutal, and that was great. Pirate Ship Challenge, that was probably one of the better challenges of the season. Yeah, Z was cool. Scary Girl was pretty cool here. Emma being, all vengeful and spiteful to Chase, that's fair enough. I thought Axel was kinda just a bit like Eva and Sean combined. I mean, Caleb was Justin. Hopefully during the next season these two will do a bit more, because they were fine, but they kind of just existed. Moving on to Michelle. I liked Michelle. The character, the idea of this TV celebrity going in, people know her, and just have her. The way they did it, like, she could have been the villain. I thought she was going to be. She was not the villain. That's fine. Her sort of breaking down at the end of episode 3. I felt bad. I felt it was a little bit sad, But I thought, and there's definitely some potential for this character for sure. I liked her character a fair bit. Challenge itself was another obstacle course, which really 3 episodes in and 2 of them obstacle courses. That's alright. Fourth boot of the season was Scary Girl. And I'm telling you, these keep getting better. Thought she was pretty great, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. My concern from the trailers was that she was just going to be Izzy. She wasn't like Izzy. She was more. But they definitely weren't kidding when they said Scary Girl. She does some scary stuff here, and it's good. It's funny, it's not like Izzy who's just crazy. Scary Girl is actively creepy in that sort of comedic way where she scares the shit out of all the other competitors. And one moment, especially in this episode in particular, is when she's on the jackhammer and she chases Damien around. That was pretty funny. Episode 4 as a whole is probably probably one of my favorite episodes of the season so far. The challenge was a really good challenge. Yeah, episode 4, that was a good one. Not that the first 3 were bad, they were. And the 4th one though, I think the 4th one was good. Then we'll go to the 5th episode, where we get our 5th boot, Damien. How do I put Damien? I do. I'll put him high B for now. I can't put him in A yet, but Damien's cool. He wasn't quite what I was expecting, but he was just a nice, chill guy with a bit of smarts, and he was scared a lot, but like he was cool. He was just chill, and I liked it quite a bit. He worked well with Scary Girl, but he worked well with all the other characters. I'll be honest. Of course, episode 5 is it's the bar episode, which I've seen a lot of negative comments about, and admittedly, it's not great. It's kind of hard to watch through. And it also has like dinosaurs in it, which I don't know. Like I know we kind of had dinosaurs already, but these dinosaurs feel more. They feel out of place here for some reason. They feel kind of out of place, and I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. It was alright. It was an alright episode, but it was definitely weaker than the first 4. I thought. Of course, I'll go back to Damien. I did like the idea as well. He didn't know what the show was about at all, and then once he knew, he tried to vote himself off. And just try to vote himself off, try to convince people, and the moment he's like, I want to do this competition, he's gone. It's a little predictable, but I did like someone actively trying to quit in that way. It kind of reminds me of DJ a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, the 6th episode. This one was MK. This would be the start of Julia's villain. Just episode 5 a little bit. MK. I don't know. I didn't think of. MK never came to my mind a whole lot. So it was right. I like the idea of the character. She likes steal stuff, and she's quite good with tech and stuff. It's interesting in what she does, and MK absolutely impacts the season with her getting access to confessionals, which is that's all cool, and eliminations though. MK's is probably my least favorite elimination of this season, because it felt the most forced. That's not it. When I first watched it, I thought, okay, Julie's the villain now. This is kind of stupid though. The way MK got eliminated, I thought that's kind of stupid. The idea is there. I like the idea because MK is stealing all this shit, right? Probably should get caught and go home at something. That's fair. The way it happens, MK says a thing. Julia is like, only said that thing in the confessional. Based on that one line, MK says you can do everything. And then it's like, that feels kind of forced to me. Yeah, I mean, also the Scary Girl's elimination was also a little bit like that, where it was like, really, Millie? You voted Scary Girl over Ripper? I thought. No, it wasn't. I felt MK's was worse though. It just felt a bit contrived. And then we get to episode 7, which is the merge. I was surprised at how quick the merge was. Also, double elimination here, so that's ranking both now. Wayne and Raj. Ooh, they worked. I really liked Wayne a little bit more. They were good. I don't know. This was like, it's like the bro version of Katie and Sadie. I don't know, these two don't argue or anything, so it's just like it's really cool. Actually reminds me a lot of Jeff and Brody. But I actually enjoy this dynamic. I enjoy these two more than Jeff and Brody. Yeah, these two are quite, they're funny, they're a little mature at times, but it's quite good. And Raj being the other gay person, real kind of, well, most people kind of suspect that Caleb would be one of the contestants, and it was. Raj, though, I don't think anyone saw the Raj Bowie thing. And I can tell you right now, the way that relationship was handled, it's good. It was really good, actually. Except it was a little rushed, I thought. I thought it sort of kind of happened kind of came out of nowhere. Once it happened, it was good. It was really good. It was like, oh, this is a nice couple, no dramas. It's just, Wayne was being all supportive and stuff, and I thought that was cool too. And yeah, it was some satisfying elimination. What was the challenge of this episode? I kind of forgot. They went to catching animals. That's right, they're catching the animals for the cassowaries and those are the cassowary eggs. Yeah, that's it. So this is the cassowary eggs, I'm pretty sure. I did just watch this like for the first time, so don't be surprised if I forget some things. Now episode 8. This was Ripper's time. And I gotta be honest. No, people don't like Ripper. Some people don't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting in this. This dude is hilarious. He is an arsehole, but there's just enough substance. There's enough substance where I'm like, ooh, this character's a little more interesting. But honestly, I enjoyed him most when I first saw him, when he was the biggest arsehole. He just, I don't know. And even though he did the fart thing as well, and while it was a little stupid, I thought, I don't know, it didn't bother me at all. I thought Ripper was really good, to be honest. And also the fact that he survived like 2 or 3 eliminations, like he beat Axel, rubbed it in her face, beat Scary Girl. It's crazy. It's crazy how long Ripper lasts, and people have a problem. People like Ripper should have gone like that, yeah, and he probably should have, but I'm happy. I'm happy with what placement he's got. He's like, even then, like, I feel like he didn't have much of a plot or anything. He was pretty much comic relief, but I just think it worked. I found his being a dick, kind of incel, alpha, quote unquote alpha male. I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was entertaining. He was good. And he has like depth too. I don't know why I like him. He's good though. Episode 8 as a whole, eating challenge with the rainbow Duke. It's fine. It made sense. I was kind of expecting the disgusting food challenge. None of it disgusted me, but I know some people would be, but it doesn't disgust me at all. No. None of the disgusting food episodes do that to me in any way. Alright, episode 9. Oh, this is a fun one. The 2 teams of 3. Well, that's a nerd, but like Bowie, Emma, Case, and you got Priya, Millie, and Julia, and then you got Z in the middle, trying to make the opposite. Z Yeah, I knew Z was gonna be good. People said Z was gonna be an early elimination. I'm like, you know what? I think he's gonna go. Damn right. So fuck. Z is my man. He's cool. It was funny. It was it was charming. It didn't have any fart jokes or anything like that. There was one joke in episode 6 where he's playing the air and he's like, I've never been this high before. I thought that was clever. And even his elimination was a little strange. I thought, I wasn't upset by it. He shouldn't have gone any further than this. It's a good point. Yeah, I do like Human Dream. Like, we can create Team 7 first, and then Chris is like, I'm gonna allow a revote. And then Z's gone immediately. Prosthetic leg thing was done fantastically. Like the whole prosthetic leg thing, it was interesting without it being preachy or anything like that, or in your face, or it existed, and there were those that involved it that I liked. It was interesting, but it wasn't like defining traitors. It was just a kind of a thing. Yeah, he's got a prosthetic leg. What do you do? Yeah, see, he's great too. In episode 9. This is episode 10, sorry, my bad. This is Chase. I don't like Chase. I don't hate Chase. I'm putting him right in here. He's definitely my least favorite character of this whole cast. He feels one note. Like, one note. But also like he's an asshole, selfish, but also like not in an interesting way, or in a particularly charming way, like Ripper. He just felt like kind of a douchebag. That was it. And I thought the whole thing was fucking Emma and that. I thought, oh my god, this is gonna drive me insane. It's not great. Don't like him. And yeah, this was a little comment he makes in the finale. Gives him a little bit of the Ezekiel status, if you know what I mean. Except intentional. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. He makes a comment in the finale, which I don't know if I like. Doesn't help his case at all, basically. But yeah, this dude, he just felt one note. Kind of like he was dick, but not in a charming or interesting way. He was just there. And that was it. Best part was probably the scene where in episode 5, he's like, hold my cheeks as eat. And I did find some humor in that. Episode 10 as a whole, though, was good. For the most part, that ending, I did not like that ending, even though Chase got eliminated. I did not like the ending of that episode. That's because next up, for episode 11, we gotta deal with Emma, the second Emma. She ain't much better. I have more positive feelings towards Emma. There were some good things to it. But I don't like the characters that are overly spiteful, and like, what am I trying to say here? Emma just feels like she's constantly, for the first few episodes, I was like, she's just going purely vengeance mode on Chase, and it was like, oh, this is kind of annoying. And then the worst part is like, Chase was saying sorry once, not even related. Like, I'm sorry, I dropped the chocolate in the hay or whatever, the nest or whatever, and then like Emma would thought it was about the tire brakes, and I thought, oh my god, that's stupid. That's so stupid. And then they picked up, and then and then and then they get back together in episode 10 because Emma thinks Chase did a selfless act by eliminating everyone else and giving Emma immunity, but he just wanted pizza. And I'm like, that's how it ends. It's not finished. The plot's not finished. They get together, and I'm like, the plot's not finished yet. Chase didn't earn it. He got what he wanted without fucking doing a thing. And I'm like, that's there so far. And there is a second season of this with these characters. So far, Chase and Emma has to be my least favorite canon couple of the entire show, which is not great. Because if you did say, what do I think of these two as a couple? F. I'm stuck. And I know it's meant to be like, it's like the toxic relationship. Honestly, that's what they, and like, I think that is what they were going for. They did a good job at it, and it annoyed the shit out of me, and I'm sure that's kind of what they were. So, good job, I guess. There's also episode 11 where Emma all of a sudden gets kind of spiteful towards Bowie, and I thought, I don't know, Emma was alright. There was some good moments with Emma. I'm not saying Emma was all bad, she had some funny moments, she had her moments, for sure. You know, and she wasn't one note. Emma is at least a sort of a three-dimensional character, but it's nice. I don't know, it doesn't work for me. This episode 11, it's alright, I guess. Yeah, it's alright. Episode 12, and we'll talk about Julia, I would call the main villain of the season. She's good. I like her quite a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there because for the first 5 episodes, so 6 episodes, didn't really care. It was either neutral or mixed feelings. But afterwards, episode 7 and beyond, she was pretty damn good actually, and as the main villain, even though she didn't. My biggest problem was she didn't do enough as the villain. She didn't really do anything as the villain, like in terms of actually successfully eliminating people. But I do like that she tried at least, and I can tell that Julia is a threat. I think the other contestants sort of overestimate her a little bit. She's not that. Like, Julia wasn't an amazing villain in comparison to the other villains, but she's not awful. She was fun while she lasted. It wasn't a really super long time or anything. I kind of wish they started her villainous. I kind of wish they started her villainy a few episodes earlier, like Also, I do find the whole thing that this whole Julia villain reveal thing happens because she criticizes the dinosaur, and I thought that's kind of stupid. Why would anyone care? Like, it would have been much more impactful if it was like different. Instead of her saying all that mean stuff to a dinosaur. What if she said all that mean stuff to another competitor? Wouldn't that be so much more interesting? For Julia to reveal this side of her that no one else really gets to see. She just doesn't like this one particular person. Goes, I hate you, you're all of this, and then someone recorded that. I thought that would be way more important. So then Julia go like, oh, everyone is on the back. Then they take it and have to say like episode 3 or 4 instead of 5 and 6. Just have her be a villain for longer. That's all I'm saying. Episode 12 was pretty good. Kind of a little luck. I don't know. I felt like pre million. I got a little lucky, but it was a pretty good episode. Always betrayal. Julia, that was a really good scene. Also, to be honest, Julia doesn't get any karma or anything, which I actually like, because she's a villain, and she's the main villain, but she doesn't do anything. I mean, she's a bitch, of course, but I don't know. I never felt like she did anything super villainous that really warranted her getting more karma, other than the karma in the episodes when she's competing challenges and stuff. She gets quite hurt in challenges. I thought that's enough karma for me. I'm glad they didn't overdo the karma. Because they could have. I was fully ready to see Julia Ball, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad they didn't. And now we get to the final three. Final episode. Millie. A lot of people don't like Millie. And I don't know why I think that necessarily. She's pretty neutral to me. She's not amazing. She's terrible. She's meh. Just the most meh character. Kind of boring. Kind of forgettable. Not bad. Has some good moments. Has some moments. Just kind of. Just do anything great or terrible. Other than in the finale, where I just feel really bad for Millie. But the finale is Millie's best episode, so I'll give her that. Give Millie that. The finale, I was like, oh, I feel bad for Millie. And I'd be insane, like, this is an insecurity. I do what I did. I jumped insecure and stuff. And I thought, okay, that's good. That's cool. I like that. I wish they could have. I wish just someone more interesting in the final three. Because Millie does not feel that interesting to me. Personally. Again, not terrible, awful, but just alright. Probably the most mid-tier character. And now we get to Bowie. Now I kind of going in, I thought I'm thinking I'm gonna like rip Z the most. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about Bowie. I thought I'd like him, but I don't think he's gonna be the best character or anything. I was very surprised, because Bowie might. Yeah, I think he's my favorite contestant of this season. I just want to say right now, none of these characters beat Lindsay. Lindsay's still the best. But Bowie, I was like, as the season was going on, I'm like, I like Bowie. And by the end, I'm like, yeah, I want Bowie to win. Bowie is this. He's the openly gay contestant. He dates Raj. I thought that's so cool. He's quite fruity, I must say, which is not. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be a character I would love. It's like, I was worried that he could be a little bit cringy at times. He never felt that cringe to me. There was probably 1 or 2 ones where I was like, okay. Other than that, I thought this guy was great. Again, other than it being a bit rushed, his relationship with Raj was great. I thought I was handled quite well. I really liked the fact that he was like a strategist. He was a strategist. I also liked how he was a strategist. He was a little bit mean, but he wasn't like full-blown. He's not a full-blown villain, but he's absolutely capable of doing. Like, I think Bowie does the most villainous act of the season, which is trying to split Millie and Fear. I think that's the most villainous act of the season. Bowie's the one that does that. Bowie otherwise, it's fairly likable. He's like, again, not the nicest person ever. He is morally very ambiguous. I can't call him evil. He's not evil. He's definitely not evil, but he's definitely not afraid to make big, bold moves. And to be fair, it's total drama, competition and stuff. Like, I was very, very, I was very surprised. Not very surprised, but I was surprised by Bowie and how good I thought he was. I thought he was really good. He wasn't the most funny character. He was probably the most interesting character. If you look at my total drama character ranking tier list, most of my favorites, villains, and like the big strategists. So I like characters that do that. I think they're really interesting. Like, is that strategy good? Yes or no? Maybe the strategy isn't great. It's too interesting. Bowie, I thought it was really solid the whole way through. Only maybe the elimination for Caleb, where he eliminates Caleb, I thought that's probably the only other one. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about him. It may have made him a little too villainous, a little too quickly. Like for an episode there, I thought, is Bowie the villain of the season? He's not. Probably a secondary antagonist, but I don't know. To be fair, let's be real, Caleb's elimination was kind of that one was just like it just happened. And yeah, finally Priya. For the other finalist, do I like her more than Julia? Probably. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. I just wanna, this was my winner prediction. Also, Bowie was funny enough, Bowie and Priya were my finalist picks. That was my prediction. I did like Priya, but yeah, and she was a good finalist and stuff. But I did feel, and she was more interesting than me. And I do like the friendship between Priya and Bowie. I thought that was good. Priya, I liked that friendship. It was nice and wholesome, and that was good. But it did kind of just stuck to each other a little bit, which kind of brought them both different. Neither character was super interesting. Priya is a little interesting. I like Priya, and she's a cool finalist, it makes sense. But yeah, she is just she's likable, has some cool moments. She's an overall alright competitor. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about her. The actual finale was pretty good. The first half was good. The second half felt rushed. Really rushed. They rushed that final two. I didn't like that. If you want to know my thoughts, season as a whole, it's probably right in the middle. For me, it's probably going to be below Revenge of the Island, above the Ridiculous Race, which puts this as my 5th favorite season. So basically, I'm saying this is not as good as the first 4 seasons. It's pretty damn solid. Maybe my opinion will change later on. First impressions, after all. Maybe I like it. Maybe I like it more. Maybe I like it less after a while. But for now, I'm putting it down. Now for the next season, Total Drama. Definitely, it is confirmed to be the same cast again. I mean, clearly I'm so good at predicting the finalists. I can obviously do it a second time. Some of this. I'm pretty confident one of the finalists, if on the second season, my prediction is going to be Damien. And Damien, I felt like the way he was eliminated and everything, I thought, he's going to be really great fun. And the other one, I figured it would be a female, but this one was pretty good. I'm much more confident in Damien than this other pick, which I'm picking Emma? No. I was picking MK. That's right. I thought about Emma, but Emma goes too far in this season. But I think her being a finalist would just be a little bit much. I think it's going to be Damien versus MK. I think MK needs a bit of redemption. Damien needs some redemption too. If I told you who the villain would be. I got the villain wrong the first time, but I think Caleb's gonna be the villain for the next season. I hope Caleb does something. For right now, he's just Justin, but slightly different. Yeah, I want Caleb to be cool. I want him to be the villain. He'll be Justin 2.0 or 3.0, 4.0. I don't know. I want Caleb to do something. But I also pray to God these two characters, Chase and Emma, please have something happen. Just something interesting because it's interesting. It was a little entertaining. Very toxic kind of stuff. This is one of those slots that went on too long. I didn't feel like the season had some bits which were like rushed. Some things felt a bit rushed, and some things felt like they did take too long. But overall, solid season. It's worth a watch if you haven't watched it already. And I'll see you all another time.